I'm not even sure if original thought or opinion is even real in the first place because I used to believe that in order to have an original opinion, you have to go through rejecting the frame itself, like not engaging with this pre-made, assumed debates, that's already framed by others, So like whatever kind of like matter it is, you gotta kind of be able to reject the frame. So it's not about Israel or Palestine and see from the above like what is even happening in the first place. And obviously, it's more difficult for you to see like kind of even start with because you don't even have the ground, and it feels like you have nothing else but yourself to believe in, and even that feeling is really overwhelming by times because like how can you just trust yourself because most of the times like even when I'm doing my own research for the things that I really am interested on in like I sometimes even question myself like am I getting this information like if this evidence or proofs or this results just because I'm interested in this like preemptively. So I used to use how do I say this incognito web where I don't use my Google account and I can just Google it freely. But even that kind of feels like a bit off because it still has my information about this laptop and all. Like my whole point is, how do we even have an original opinion? And because I do believe that it's a virtue, you have to like always try to deliberate about your thoughts because what I believe that we humans are instinctively we scan the room first. So we prioritize being able to like how do I say like friendly and like not being the threat, instead of accuracy. When you see you scan the room first and then you curate this, you make your own opinion about it so that it kind of goes along the way with other people in that group. And it sucks, but like that's just how it works. Like I feel like in real life, not many things are run by truth or accuracy, but feelings and how the most people believe. And that's literally how the politics work. I genuinely believe it, and it's so hard to kind of like try to be correct because even you yourself cannot actually be certain about your own opinions. You also can be wrong most of the times, and it's not like you can always be sure about. So it gets like you might they are like most of the times you might even seem like a weirdo for saying things that aren't even true out loud and causing troubles like yo bro like it's not that even deep but like it actually is like I really don't want to be the guy who just gets swayed by my my surrounding people my around like people around me just because I want to be part of them. Like, I always want to be the guy who says no to no and actually argues and challenges my own thoughts, my own beliefs, and that's actually how I think that like most people build very deep relationship with others in the first place. If you're not gonna challenge others and yourself with this person that you really enjoy hanging out with, then it's just like friendship, a friendship of like pleasure. You just hang out just because you feel good about. I mean, you feel good when you're hanging out with his friend. Like you'll never reach friendship of virtue with his friend. So again, like I know it might not that deep, but creating having like holding an opinion like different opinion itself sometimes is a threat even in like small things like it's, most of the times I believe that in real life it's not even thought of as like serious problems that you can simply get answers by googling up by googling googling this very topic for like what 15-30 minutes and we start reading all together and we have a conclusion about this matter like I genuinely think like 99% of problems will be solved but we don't because it really is not are not about truth or accuracy, but more closer to like ego sometimes, or like it's like dynamic between people, like closer to that instead of finding truth. So like when you have it, like when you're holding a different opinion and you say it out loud, I think like it's like saying I am willing to cause this social network. I don't know what I would say, like this group, like this relationship for this idea because I believe that it's true. And obviously it's not easy because so many times I realize that I'm doing the opposite. Every single time I like when it comes to my family, my brother or my friends, my when I was in my high school, you know, my close ones, when I always go think like, oh, like I could have said it. I could have actually like I should have said it out loud what I actually was thinking instead of just repeating what they say and trying to match their opinions about this matter. And it sucks because like it feels like you it feels like for me at least it feels like I'm going against my own beliefs, which is like be as authentic as possible because if I'm not authentic about myself to any people including myself, then I won't be able to like buy the how do I say, like I won't be able to be a close person to them, and I won't be able to like build an actual friendship that I want, that I long for a very long time. So yeah, it it's also another thing that when someone believes that they have a an original opinion, like most of the times they just watch the same thing over and over again by social media, which plays a very massive like role in this. And I don't know about social media or even YouTube videos sometimes like fun or many educational, informative videos, but sound okay in like in a nutshell. Like you just learn from these videos, learning like about new topics from these videos. But I also think that these videos are very one-sided in like in some channels. I think that they are very one-sided after doing my own research. And what I mean by research isn't some kind of like deep thing. I just Google bunch of things about this one keyword, and I read a lot about it in different news websites or yeah, in different like as many sources as possible, and I fact check every single time. And it's for me, I feel like it's like the kind of thing that we all should be doing, but since it's difficult and sometimes even myself, I also feel like it's such a hassle to just to clarify this one thing. But I think that it's true. But I also want to be I also want to be right. It has always been inside me. Like I cannot be this person who just goes out and say like this is what I believe in. I literally have no proof behind it. Or even if I say it out loud, like I want to be the person who says like I believe in this because of X, Y, and Z. And please correct me because I want to know the truth. Like I want to know whether or not like I was doing something wrong or not. I want to know if I'm making mistakes, and I will make so many mistakes in the future. But I want to know as fast as possible, as soon as possible, before it gets way too long, way too late. And of course, like I'm not forcing this kind of framework, like this kind of thought ideas to other people. But I do believe we need some kind of like moderate um, time to reconsider about the things that we are trying to say on the public and like especially between close ones, close friends and family. And yeah, that really is about it. Thank you for listening to this video and hope you guys have a great day.